and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Chloe Janelle, as I recognise this is my first ever time introducing myself to you on this particular platform. And if you haven't already guessed by the title of this video, today I have for you all a huge Zara haul. There's actually 4 other boxes just like this. It's crazy. Consistent of pieces that I've literally been accumulating over the last few weeks or so, some a little bit more recently, which conveniently for you are largely in a sale now. So I'm just really excited to show you some of the items I've picked up and how I've decided to style them and how you could potentially do the same. But before we get into that, be sure to follow me on my Instagram, which is Chloe Janelle X. I will leave it in the description bar below, and I'll try and do something fancy and leave it on the screen here as well. And that is where I will be featuring a lot of the items and the outfits that I piece together, hopefully on a more consistent basis going forward, but do not hold me to that. Lastly, I am a sucker for a really short and concise introduction, so without further ado, let's just get straight into the Zara haul. First up is this lovely, beautiful brown knitted midi dress. I think the first thing to note is that it is in this ribbed material and it is knitted, which is amazing, especially for winter months when it does get a little bit chillier, because it actually keeps you warm. And it's something that you don't find often with winter dresses, which is quite ridiculous, but you know, anyway. The second thing to note is the asymmetry. So as you can see, on one side of the dress there's a beautiful slit up the leg, and on the other side of the dress literally falls down to midi length, which I think is such an elegant touch to a basic like full length midi dress. Lastly, this particular dress is in this beautiful chocolate brown colour, which makes such a change from like your blacks and your greys. It feels like there's almost like a pop of colour, but it's still in that muted range, which is still lovely, and I think it looks amazing on all complexions as well. I've decided to pair this dress with a pair of knee-high boots. They're black. In fact, they fall just below the knee, which I think complements the dress really well because it doesn't take over. Also, you can dress this dress up or down. Today, I've decided to dress it up with heeled boots, but of course, if you wanted to, you can literally pair them with Dr. Martens, and I think it will work just as well. Next up, we have this slightly oversized slouchy number in this oversized jumper, which I love and I've literally been wearing and living in since I bought it. It's in this black, round neck, oversized feel. I believe I picked this up in a size small and a medium, and I decided to keep the small because it was literally oversized as is. I didn't need to size up, so just bear that in mind. The sleeves are so long, and I've got long arms anyway, and the sleeves are really long on me, and I just find long sleeves, especially in the winter, is really cozy, and I think they're definitely on trend as well. And I have decided to pair this jumper with these beautiful slim leg but flared trousers. I think flares are definitely back in this autumn winter, and I think they're going to be around for quite a while. One thing I love about these trousers is because at the bottom of it there's a zip, so you can make it as flared or narrow, I suppose, as you want in zipping it up and down. And what that means is that depending on what shoe you're wearing, it can kind of fall in line with the shoe, so it doesn't look all like funny and weird. And also on these particular trousers as well, there's this beautiful almost piping detail down what would be the natural seam, and I think again it just makes a basic plain pair of trousers look a lot more elegant, and I'm sure in a way it probably elongates your legs as well. Not that I need it, but yeah, just a tip for some of you petite babes. Lastly, I've decided to pair this outfit with a pair of ankle boots just because I wanted to elevate it a little bit. These are definitely going to be staple pieces in my wardrobe that I mix and match with other items, and that's something I love, versatility. So I think we found it in these two. I've decided to keep on the same jumper I had on previously. This time I've paired them with some leather, again, flared leg trousers I think these are such a staple this season. I've seen so many girls in some sort of variation of leather trousers, but specifically flared leather. And similarly to the last trousers as well, they have that zip detail at the bottom of the trouser, which just makes it really easy to style. So I've decided to pair them with some DMs, some Dr. Martens. I think this is more like a grungy vibe, a more edgy vibe, which I don't dabble in often, but I think it just looks really cool, if cool is even a thing. I don't think I can say cool, right? Can I say cool? If you say cool, are you even cool? I don't know. Anyway, of course, if I was dressing it up, I could literally wear it with like a crop top or a bodysuit of some sort and a blazer on top for the evening. I think they would work just as great also. Now guys, this is probably one of my favourites of this entire haul. I'm just going to start with the blazer. I know you're probably looking at it and thinking, but it's just an ordinary black blazer. No. It cinches you in, literally right at the waist, and then it almost has this kick flare detail, which almost gives an hourglass kind of feel, illusion, which I think is so stunning and so feminine. And I think it makes a change from an ordinary boxy blazer. But on top of that, the back detail. I think the back detail for me, oh my god, I don't think I own a blazer that isn't just flush at the back, whereas this one has a beautiful like cutout detail, which I think just works so well and it's so elegant. And I think it makes the blazer also seem a lot more dressy. I don't own a blazer like this. This is such a staple statement piece and it's just so me. I've decided to pair this blazer with a beautiful pair of cigarette trousers, which I got on the website as well. I couldn't find a direct match. I don't know if there was one with the blazer and I just missed it, or if there never was. But the reason I picked up this one specifically is it has this beautiful satin piping detail just down the side of the leg, which I think just gives it such an elegant touch. Here we have this beautiful long sleeve, slightly high neck, ribbed chocolate top, which is quite similar to the dress that we featured earlier, but ever so slightly different, so I'm going to walk you through it. The material is in this beautiful ribbed fabric. However, I would say the material is ever so slightly thinner. Again, it's long sleeve and it's got a slightly high neck, but not as obvious or as high as the dress we had earlier. It's just ever so slight. And sometimes high necks can be quite suffocating, whereas this one, it's just really loose and it kind of just sits there, which I think works really well for me at least. Lastly, the asymmetry. Just like the dress, I think is such a nice touch and something that you don't find very often. So again, on one side you've got almost this cutout detail, and then on the other it just falls down almost into a long top. There is a cutout on the sleeve in this almost triangular shape, which I think is nice. It's a nice complement to the whole cutout effect. However, I must admit it's not my favourite. If you see it like this, it almost looks a little bit too short for me, which I don't like. It just looks like I haven't bought my right size, but I have, you know. But that's just me being picky. So I love the concept. I love that it's a bit more unique. It's not your average top. For this outfit, I've decided to pair them with some skinny leather trousers that I picked up from Topshop. And with that, I've decided to pair them with my trusty Dr. Martens. I wanted to opt for a more casual look because I think the top is a statement in itself. And then with the leather pants as well, they do all the talking. I didn't have to do much more. Keeping it casual, I have this faux leather, almost puffer bomber jacket. I've honestly seen everyone and their grandmother in it, I'm not gonna lie. But I just think it's nice because it brings a more casual outfit to life. And I like the fact that in the waist, you have almost like these togs that you can pull to just cinch in the waist a little bit, or if not, you can loosen up depending on your style. I hope it doesn't look small on me. I picked this up in a size medium actually because I wanted more of a like oversized fit, but I don't necessarily think it's super oversized. And I have decided to pair this with just a unitard, actually, like a jumpsuit that I picked up from Zara also. It's long sleeve, it's got a beautiful v-neck. I think they really complement each other. You could also wear this bomber jacket with literally anything. Like, you could wear it with a pair of joggers if you wanted to keep it really casual, or even a pair of jeans. To complement the leather jacket, I have decided to go with a pair of chunky ankle boots, which are in also a faux leather material, and I picked them up from H&M. So here we have another leather number in this oversized faux leather blazer. I'm so sorry guys, I've literally featured so much leather in this particular haul. I think I'm just a little bit leather obsessed at the moment. I probably should have called this the Zara leather haul. I must admit, I've always been partial to a leather jacket of some sort, and I do love blazers and always have, so I feel like this situation was just fate. But I think the main reason I bought this was because it was in a sale, an absolute bargain. I think it probably went down from like £50–60 to £19.99. Like, what? I've decided to pair it with this cropped knitted top, long sleeve in this beautiful rib detail. And then I wanted to keep with the theme of having the rib material and find some sort of makeshift coordinate. And then I found these lovely pair of leggings in their Limitless Contour collection, which is usually like their loungewear collection. And it's the type of leggings that you can actually go out in, because sometimes leggings are really thin and see-through and just not decent enough to go outside of your house in. But these are the ones. Again, I've decided to pair this outfit with my chunky ankle boots, just because I wanted to keep with the theme of leather, make it a little bit more edgy. But of course, if I really wanted to, I would just pair them with my trainers as well. I think that would look really nice and effortless also. So here we have an outfit that I was really excited but at the same time really anxious to show you guys, just because number one, it's very different to my normal style, and number two, it's very different to a lot of the other outfits I featured in this particular haul. But we're going to run with it. Shackets are massive this season. I think they work really lovely whether you dress them up or dress them down. I've opted for this gorgeous like oatmeal colour, which I don't wear often, and when I do, I usually pair it with something very dark. It's got this gorgeous belt in the same material as the shacket itself to just cinch you in at the waist. So I think it gives the illusion of having a dress, and again with that almost kick flare skirt. And it's something that you don't often find with shackets. I've seen them all over in so many different stores, but often they're just super oversized and baggy and they just drape over you. And of course you can just take off the belt if you don't want to wear it, that's absolutely fine. And I love that versatility, just like some of my other outfits. If I can get more than one wear out of it, then that is definitely for me. I didn't actually pick up this particular top this season, but they always have these statement colours in every year. And lastly, something that's very different from me are these beautiful thigh-high cream or off-white boots. I don't actually have a pair in this colour. I've never been bold enough or daring enough to try something so statement, and I think I absolutely love them. I wasn't sure how I would feel about them, but I think they work. I'm not one to have or wear an entire light palette outfit like this. I usually opt to kind of pair it with some darker colours. This is really bold for me even, but I just think it's so nice and girly and out there and wacky, and you know, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but that's fine because it's mine. But lastly, I just couldn't help myself, and I thought, oh, what bag could I wear with that? And I just couldn't find anything in my wardrobe, and I just wanted to pull the outfit together. So 2 secs. I picked up this gorgeous, again, cream mini bag, which I think works really well. I would say it's the colour of my polo top, so it kind of brings the outfit together. It's like almost middle tone, and I think it's just such a nice little piece. Here we have this beautiful black knitted mini dress, which I absolutely love because it's just so simple, but it almost gives me more like a 60s kind of style, especially because of this bottom half of the dress, and then this top half is really baggy and casual and just like oversized. In a way it kind of looks like you've got an oversized jumper and you've kind of tucked it into a little mini skirt, which I love because it gives the illusion of something that it's not, and it's really simple because it's just one dress. It also has these really baggy balloon sleeves, which I think is really nice because it gives like an effortless oversized vibe, and it has this lovely high neck. I think is also a classic. The only thing is with this particular high neck, it's so high and it really annoys me, so I've kind of just folded it over in half, which works well for me. If your neck gets cold, of course you can roll it back up and you kind of just zip yourself in at the back, which is lovely. I haven't worn it with any tights just because my legs don't get cold in the winter. I don't know if that's weird or not. Lastly, I have decided to pair this dress with my trusty Dr. Martens just because I wanted a more casual vibe, an everyday vibe, and I think my DMs definitely complement it in that way. I really wanted to feature a bit more of a dressier number, so I decided to pick up this beautiful ruched mini navy dress. I have seen this beautiful olive dress floating around Instagram. So many girls have it, and it has this like ruching down the body just like this one, and the arm details, but I have no idea where that one was from. So when I saw this on Zara, I thought, I've got to have it. Navy blue I think is such a stunning colour, and again different to your ordinary like blacks, and I really wanted to try something with even just the smallest pop of colour. I absolutely love the ruching detail. I just think it almost makes it seem a little bit more dressy than it actually is, because I mean it is just a standard shirt dress if you strip all of that away. It has this collar detail here as well, which is lovely, but I've decided to unbutton it just a few buttons down. I think a V-neck is so feminine and it definitely complements the dress as well. You could definitely dress this up and down, and that's one of the reasons I love it as well, and that's something I couldn't foresee myself doing with that olive green one. I would literally only wear it on holiday or in summer, whereas this one you can literally wear it on a night out in London. So last of all, but certainly not least, I had to pick up this leather number. I think we can all appreciate by now my love for leather is probably not going to stop anytime soon. I decided to pick up this particular black blazer because honestly it's giving me all the Balmain vibes. The structure of it, the gold buttons, the tailoring, and I thought it would just be such a nice timeless piece. I have so many black blazers but I don't have one like this, and yes I did buy another leather blazer, but it is a slightly different material and it doesn't have this gold detailing. I just wanted to pair it with leather leggings, the same ones that I featured earlier on. This is definitely giving me Sandy from Grease vibes, and who doesn't want to be Sandy? So I also decided to keep it really simple underneath and pair it with this black bodysuit with this sweetheart neckline, which is a massive trend this season. And lastly I decided to pair it with my trusty strappy sandal heels, and I just wanted something open toe and fun, and this is definitely something that I'd wear in the evening to a bar or a restaurant or whatever, when we're allowed outside of our houses, that is. That is going to go ahead and conclude today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed putting this together for you. Hopefully you found a few items along the way that you're really keen on purchasing. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite items were and outfits and how you would style them. I'm really excited to hear that. And lastly, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, just so that you're notified when I next release my video. But until then, stay safe, and as always, thank you for watching. Bye! I can't even put my hands in my pockets, where are they? That I've been... Let me know in the description come on Chloe, description box. They can't write in the description box.